Starting off, obviously last year, unfortunately, you missed most of the second half of the season due to the hamstring injury. How's the hamstring feel? And notice you put a lot of work in over the offseason. And how do you feel going into this next season?
I feel healthy and ready to go. Excited for what the season has to come. So, been working hard this offseason to get back and be better than ever. So that's what looking forward to this year.
Being a utility guy, do you have a position that you maybe favor a little more than the others, or are you kind of like playing that one a little more?
I like being a utility. I like having that uniqueness of being able to play wherever coach needs me to play. But I would say any of the middle positions, center, second, short, that's what I played growing up. So that definitely has a soft spot in my heart.
What are your thoughts on entering this new conference this year with some new teams to face?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting to have some new opponents that we're facing and get to travel to new places, have some people come and visit the bird bath. But we also have a lot of familiar faces that we're playing with Rice and FAU. So should be excited to have that mix of new and familiar faces.
The program's
been. What was it? When you were a kid, you were just trying to figure out what sport you take. You probably played a lot. Mm-hmm. What was it about baseball that drew you to this ultimately?
I mean, baseball is just different than all of them. So in baseball, if you go 3 for 10, then you consider great. So in every other sport, if you shoot 3 for 10 in basketball, that's a pretty average to below average game. But baseball, it's more mental. You got to be mentally stronger to play baseball versus other sports, I feel like. No disrespect to them, obviously, but there's more failure involved, and that's always a challenge. So I guess you could say I might like the challenge then.
Did you always embrace that challenge, or was it ever intimidating?
Of course, you always face some intimidations. Like nobody likes to fail, so there were definitely hard days growing up whenever you weren't very successful, but that just makes when you are successful even more gratifying. So,
who was a guy when you were just learning the game that you watched in the big leagues that you said, I want to be that guy?
I would say more recently it's been Trey Turner. Trey Turner, just his speed dynamic, and when he first came up in the big leagues, he was playing in the outfield, and then he made a transition into the infield. So I see a lot of similarities in our games.
And he was here for a year and with the Mission.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, lots of roster turnover, but the program's been trending up.
Yeah.
What would you say the expectations need to be this year?
I think the expectation is just to build off of what we've been doing. We might have new people coming in, but we still have the same standards, and we're trying to build a culture of winning and continue to sustain it. So just building off of what we've done the past 2 years, what those seniors did from Tapia, Ian Bailey, Chase King, last year, or you have Flo, a bunch of those guys, Dash, Slayton Berry, trying to build off of what they had and keep that going so we can keep sustaining it.
You see any kind of identity with this team at this point? What stands out about this group that you guys have?
I'll say our identity is just trying to be adaptable. There's a lot of new people and people are shifting around. It's definitely not how it was the past 2 years where we had a lot of people coming back and you kind of knew what everything was going to look like. But now people are having to be adaptable and change on a daily to whatever the team needs.
How do you approach that challenge individually, knowing that there's spots in the lineup available and competing for that?
Like being in the position I have as being utility, that's kind of what I've always had to do, is try to be adaptable, be able to play all the different positions. So really, it doesn't really change for me. I kind of still am the same guy as far as that goes. But I'll say the challenge this year is now I'm one of the upperclassmen, so trying to pass on that standard that the veterans from the years prior had to this team. So to keep sustaining that growth in the program.
Is there a level of competitiveness in the team with guys trying to find spots in the lineup, or how have you guys handled that part?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's always competitiveness. That's what I feel like Coach Hallmark would say. You want to build this program off competitiveness. So obviously we're trying to fight for spots, but at the same time, we're still a team. We're still a family. So you fight for spots while you're just trying to up the next person. You're not trying to push them down. You're trying to build off of what they did. Oh, you went 2 for 3 today. All right, I'm gonna try to go 3 for 4 tomorrow. So just build upon each other's successes, I say.
What do you tell the Coach Hallmark tells us the freshman is going to start Friday night. Orlowski, what do you tell a guy like that? He's going to get the ball on opening night.
I mean, to him, I would just say be confident in yourself. Like, obviously, Coach and all of us see in you that you're capable. So don't try and do anything extra. Like, you're good enough as you are. Don't try and manufacture anything different. Like, just go out there and be yourself.
What is he all about?
He's I would say he's more of like a quiet guy, but you can tell he has an inner fire. So he might not get off the mound and like yell at you and tell you about it, but you know that inside he's trying to get you out, and he's trying to fight. So
Well, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.